Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. I have so many heartsy things to share with you today. Heartsy artsy. I lit my candle. I have my big water. I have printed off everything that I have drawn that I could think of off the top of my head that has hearts on it, because I want to make all kinds of Valentines. And so I'm feeling like just painting the day away. I can't really, but you know, I really want to paint a bunch and then work on assembling some cards. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat this morning. Assembling some cards and then getting them all addressed and out in the mail. I love sending cards. I just need to make a more dedicated time to doing that. I find myself, like, I just get myself too busy with a million other things. And there's just nothing like that, is there? There's just nothing like sending a card. So I created a whole bunch of card bases. I have stuff that I created from last week, and I have stuff that I want to do today. So I want to talk about all the things that I've drawn over the last year or so that have hearts, right? So if you're brand new here, if you would follow and like and Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then if you would ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. There are 3 questions. Please answer the 3 questions. They're super easy. And then you will be, that's where I'll post my Super Bowl, my interactive Super Bowl art printable, so that we can all kind of watch the Super Bowl together. It's super fun. I do it every year. We'll just have ourselves a time. Anyway, so let's talk about all the things I've drawn that have hearts. So here is a yarn heart that I drew for my Aunt Joyce Ann. So that's on the Joyce Ann art printable. Here is the Tammy art printable, where I have a wood slice, wood grain heart. Here is Audrey, which has some banners and tags and a cute little scalloped heart. Here is the granddaddy, Keely, and it has 4 different hearts that I've drawn. A knitted one, a fragmented one with a floral spray up in the corner, and one that says love. And then my latest one, which is heart art. And I don't know what happened to my printer this morning. The first one through was kind of bleh, but I was like, well, I can either work around that or I can just flip the paper over and print on the other side. So anyway, there's all manner of hearts. I just love hearts and drawing hearts and what can I do with these hearts, and I just have this vision of making something with all of these hearts. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet, but we have other things to look at. I started this one last year and never finished it. Big surprise. So I want to work on those today. What else do I have to tell you? Oh, so I have been gathering. Remember, we've talked about gathering security envelopes, because that's the great, remember we've talked about in art journaling, layers are the way to go, right? And you want to have some kind of print, but not a distracting print. So security envelopes are the way to go. So this was the security envelopes I got in just like last week's mail. Swear. But look at the different patterns. So this one is kind of a hatch, a cross hatch design, right? That's pretty cool. I have a couple of those. This one, look at this one. This one's like all cross hatching. That one's kind of cool, kind of linen looking. This one is in a much bigger pattern, like a much more clear pattern. This one, look at this, kind of like a plaid. Look how gorgeous that is. Here's another one of those patterny ones. And then look at this. This one has just this kind of weird, organic, blobby print. But it also, this one's light and this one's dark. Shut up, right? So just know, I have all kinds of things that we can make out of these in our art journaling editions of Pop-In Paint Parties. So just start to go through your mail. I'm telling you, you'll find all kinds of crazy things. So we want to collect canceled stamps. We want to collect security envelopes, right? I just got an order from Calliope. I think I've talked about them before. She has a stationery store in Massachusetts. And oh my gosh, her pens are, stop it. Her pen department is amazing. Okay, so here we've got the first little cute bag. Look at how they package everything so beautifully. So I got an Imat black. I just thought that would be fun. I have a couple of Stabilo Boss. These are highlighters because I have some ideas that we're going to play with highlighters. So I'm going to show you, but don't let the color of the pen, the plastic outside, fool you. So here's, look at that. It's like a purplish pink. And then this one is supposed to be turquoise. Look at that. So pretty. So that was one envelope. This is the other envelope. Wait till you see what's in here. Okay. I'll bring my piece of scratch paper over here again. You know, we are all about the pens, aren't we? Okay, so these are, she has a selection of gel pens that are the whole range of grays. I got two of the cool grays, and these are Jelly Roll Moonlight. I got a darker one and a lighter one. I thought I could do all kinds of craziness with those. I got so she does click pens with her own kind of crazy little phrases. Some of them are naughty. This one just says, how about no? I thought that was cute. And this one, cute, right? I got I like the Sparkle Pops, and I got gold because my gold was running out. So she has like, oh my gosh, her pens, she has open stock of 1 million pens. So cool. Okay, so someone suggested these for me for brush lettering. These are brush sign pens, and they are by Pentel. I ordered from her website. Keely. So, okay, so what do I know about this? It's going to take a little practice. But I like it. So just know that there's that. So I got a green and a purple. Those are pretty too. Good morning, Aunt Mer. So let's just start painting. I'm feeling like paint. How about you? Oh, I do have one of those sand erasers, Sue. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. So let's start to paint. So I'm just going to pull one out of the stack here. Let's do Keely because there's 4. There's 4, and these are all still available on my website. I'm going to get my paints ready. I'm sucking on a hard candy, hoping that it'll make my throat calm down. Oh, good tip, Keely. The Moonlight gel pens are great for writing on acrylic paint. Stop. I'll be totally trying that. Okay, so I have one thing that so I had started this printable. I watercolored the base, and then I came in and did some stippling with a marker. I did it here, here, and here. So I'm feeling like I might want to play with that idea. This one, I did just the stippling. This one, I feel like I want to paint my background and then do some stippling to enhance that. And I want to paint my knitted heart. I don't know what I'm going to do, but let's just start painting. I hope that you guys have printed off some hearts and are ready to just start painting. Let's do this blue. This is kind of the ultramarine, I believe, from Josie. That's kind of, I just grabbed these paints this morning. I like to start with a watery wash. And because we're going to be fussy cutting these, you can overshoot the edge. So pretty. But I feel like I want it to look a little bit like variegated yarn. So I'm going to take a little bit of this next blue, mix them up here on the palette, and then I'm just going to dib-dab around the heart, right? Nothing with any like pattern or anything. I just want it to look like variegated yarn. And I'm feeling like, what if we add a little bit of purple? But I want the blue violet. I think that's this one. I love that she has both a blue violet and a red violet within her palette. Right? I'm just kind of digging this, mixing right on the substrate. Shut up! Look at that. I love that. I'm really, really liking that. Good morning, Linda. So many new friends here this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jennifer, Kathleen. Hi, Carol. Hey, Tam. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do with this guy? I'm wondering if I should do it kind of similarly. Since I kind of already have these colors going. Just kind of digging them. So after Valentine's Day, so I want to do a bunch of Valentines, but after Valentine's Day, I want to incorporate some of these hearts in our, hey Renee, in our art journals. So just be on the lookout. But this week, Thursday, in Pop-In Paint Party is Thursday is another art journaling day. So you're going to need to bring your watercolors and your pens. I saw the coolest trend, and I thought, oh my gosh, we could do something like that. I mean, we can't copy somebody else's complete idea, but we can take their idea and make it our own, right? Yay, Renee, I'm so glad you found us. So, anywho, we are going to do Valentangles. Stop it! So we're going to, so like I said, make sure you bring your 2022 art journal, right? And then, and your watercolors and your pens, your black or whatever color you want. But just some fine line waterproof pens. So that's for Thursday. Oh, you guys, I'm digging these. They look really wintry, snowy vibe, aren't they? Hey, Catherine, how are you? Okay, so I painted those hearts. I do have, I'm going to let these dry. Do you remember the other day we had painted a couple things? So I have this heart that I painted. Remember, I painted the roses and then I covered them with glaze. And oh my gosh, I'm telling you, they're beautiful. So I feel like I want to do a little bit of card assembly. So I have this cardstock, the black cardstock is called Dotted Swiss, and it is from Basel, like 100 years ago. So I'm feeling like I want to lay this down. I just thought this would be a nice background for my heart. I want this heart to be the start of the show, right? So I'm feeling like maybe I just pop this heart and then I do the, where's the little You Are Magic tab. I just thought that might be a cool accompaniment right here. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling it this morning. So I'm going to fussy cut this. I'm kind of all over the place this morning. But I told myself I wanted to do a little bit of painting. I wanted to do a little bit of card assembly. So I hope you're all here for it. A little bit of talking about Thursday's art journaling day. So what do you think about this? Kind of digging that. I am. Hey, Lena. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know. What do you think? Or we could do something like that. Kind of digging that too. I don't know. I'm kind of digging that. Yeah. So, let's see. get our foam tape out, because I'm really feeling like this should be popped. I really want it to have the that little bit of lift. So let's get the backing, that mat down first. So we made a whirlwind trip to California this past weekend to see Jeff's mom and to walk on the beach. It was so lovely. But we were happy to be home. It's so crazy, isn't it? Like, it's so fun to go away, but it's always good to come home. Oh, I'm glad you have sunshine today, Vicky. That's awesome. I sealed it with a glaze. So I happen to have I just want like the skinniest frame of white. I'm kind of digging that. I painted them with just my watercolors, and I did the same thing where I just mixed on my substrate. I kind of like the kind of the open feel of that it's not too precise. It's just kind of organic. And then I sealed mine with Journey glaze, but you can use any dimensional glaze that you have, right? You can use any dimensional glaze. It could be, tell me another, diamond glaze or glossy accents, any of those kinds of things. I just happened to go to a Fun Stampers Journey party years ago. And I have this big bottle. And so, when you're glazing something, it doesn't take very much. So it's taken me a while. Hey, Renee Fox, where are you in Michigan? That's my home sweet home. All right, so let's get some. I know, but I think don't you think, Keely, it kind of makes you appreciate home a little bit too when you go away. At the end of the month, Jeff and I are going to Puerto Rico. I can hardly wait for our 30th wedding anniversary. So we are so excited about that trip. There's so many cool. So if you've been to Puerto Rico and seen things, let me know. I would love to know, what you've seen and what you thought was cool, and recommendations of things we should see and do. I am here for it. Okay. Foam tape. I like to send lots of Valentines, so. Oh, really? That's so cool. So I was born in Escanaba, and most of my big fat Catholic family is from Sault Ste. Marie, but I grew up in Bay City, Saginaw, that area. I'm taking that. You guys, look at that. So now I'm feeling like that. What do you think? I'm really feeling that. So I'm going to do a little bit of score tape on this end. And then a little chunk of foam tape on this end. So it doesn't sag. I really don't like that sag. Did you hear the ding ding? That means somewhere a package was delivered. Either something that I sent to myself, which is a complete possibility, Or, shut up. I love that. I don't know that I want to do anything else on there. Like I thought about doing like maybe 3 little dots here or 3 little dots something, but I don't know. I'm just kind of digging it the way it is. What are your thoughts? Michigan is such a beautiful state. It's such a beautiful state. I just love it. Okay, so that one I think is done. Now I have the tooled leather one. So for this one, I have a piece of textured cardstock that I die cut with a stitched edge. So let's stick that down. And then I have this tooled heart from the Heart Art. Art printable. There we go. And now this one I think I want to pop too. I saw something the other day on someone's, I think it was an Alta New post. It was so cool, you guys. So they did it with a stamp, which I can't do because these are printables, right? But I was thinking that I could do something similar by just stacking. Okay. So I'm just going to create this long, okay, it was like this, where they had maybe I'll put this under here a little bit. They had the sentiment, and then it was like a long tail. It's like, oh, I'm totally going to start to incorporate. Don't you just love when you see a little something that you're like, oh, I could totally use that. So I'm going to pop the tooled heart. There we go. Maybe one little piece more. Okay. Maybe let's do this one on this side of the card. But kind of the same basic. There we go. And then let's do, shall we do it this way? This way or this way? Kind of like that. I'm kind of digging that, where the love is like a little bit further along the way. Kind of digging that. All right. So we need to glue these together. So let's get some wet glue. Oh, a lot came out. And create a little, I mean, once it's all dry and down, there's kind of a lot of other things going on, so I think will be good. But I also want to put a little bit of foam here and a little bit of foam here. Let's do it this way, I think. So is anyone here going to be sending some Valentines this week? The Super Bowl art will be done. I just have to ink it. So hopefully I have time to do that today. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, so it would be posted probably tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday. You know what I'm thinking? Oh my gosh, it's so fun. It's so fun, Vicky, because it's like we're all watching it together. And I'll have a bunch of prompts for us, like who sang the national anthem and what snacks did you eat, and who won the Vince Lombardi trophy, and all of those things that are traditions, you know. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint inside of this heart the same as that. I just thought about that. What do you think? And I picked this great big number 4 brush. I don't know why I did that. Oh my gosh, you'll have the best time. And you can kind of like plan your snacks and plan your, you know, you and your granddaughter can make a whole day of it. Stop it. I love that. I think I might try that. Yeah, you're right, Kath. The Olympics, the Valentine's Day, I know, it's all kind of crazy. So here's a cool thing about the Olympics. My family's, my family on my dad's side is Native American. And there is a girl competing this year. You guys, I'm digging that. What do you think? There's a girl who's competing this year on the U.S. women's hockey team who is from Sault Ste. Marie and is Native. So she is the first Indigenous woman to compete on the U.S. women's hockey team. So, oh my gosh, the whole town of Sault Ste. Marie is behind her 100%. So that's a cool thing. I was gonna do a something like some kind of an interactive thing with the Olympics, but I was like, there's too many things. Do you know what I mean? It would be hard to do it all in one sheet. So I felt like oh, Renee, you can. I know. We are so excited, Aunt Mer. We are so excited. I know that they played Canada last night, and there's an Indigenous girl on that team, too. So, how exciting. How exciting. Yeah. So, look, there's 2 Valentines all done. How exciting. So now I'm feeling like I could paint some more. So I'm going to pick what? Oh, I have this little guy here. Let's see. What do I want to do with this one? I don't know. I just kind of want to paint them and then find the project. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to paint them for something specifically. I just want to paint them in a way that's, you know, just aesthetically pleasing to me. I'm feeling like I want to do this one Maybe I want to do it like with these. That's kind of cool, right? So let's just do that. Just kind of feeling it this morning. I'm gonna pull some more of those paints up off the pans. Get some more watery wash of color up there on my palette. Okay. Oh, did anybody watch CBS Sunday Morning this weekend? Oh my gosh, it was chock full of so many cool things. So many cool things. Okay, so there was a story about a girl named Molly Lewis. I should say a woman named Molly Lewis. And she, I think I'm just going to paint the squares. That'll calm my brain down a little bit. I'm feeling like I need a little bit of calm this morning. She is a whistler. So she considers herself a musician. And I'm telling you, if you listen to her whistling, you would think so too. Because her whistling is like an instrument. And she has a album out. Oh my gosh. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. She was super cool. The name of her album is The Forgotten Edge. And it was something else, that's for sure. Oh, there was another story, and it makes me want to go hiking in Rhode Island. So when I was drawing the embroidery patterns for Adorn It of all 50 states, I learned so much about all the states. I learned so much. It was crazy. Anyway, one of the things I learned about Rhode Island was that one of their points of pride is Block Island, which is off the coast. And so my ears just perked up on Sunday morning when they were talking about Block Island. So there's a glass blower there who was having a hard time when the economy kind of went down. He was having a hard time selling his glass pieces. And so he started creating these glass orbs, like floats, and he hid them all over Block Island because there's 30 miles of trails on this little island. And so so there's a couple of rules. So they're pretty well hidden because it's difficult to find them, right? But when I'm loving this. When you're hiking, and it's from June to October, I believe, you can find these floats, these glass floats, and they are just stunning. There are ones that are just clear glass. There are ones that are all different colors. Oh my gosh, don't you think, Sue, that it means we should go there and try and find a float? Yes. So you can only find one per year, which I thought was good. Gives everybody a chance. So he said he started out making 150 maybe, and now he makes 550. It's crazy. Crazy, but so cool. I loved that story. I just loved that story. And the glass blower's name is Evan Horton. always like to know the person's name because then I want to research them a little bit more, find out more about them. And it totally makes me want to go to Block Island. Let's go on a retreat. Would that be the best? We could paint all day, take a break, go for a hike, find a glass orb, have a nice lunch, and then go back to painting. I think that would be a blast. I know. Doesn't that sound like a blast, Keels? Those orbs were, oh my gosh. So he does a certain amount of ones that are colored, with like, oh my gosh, just gorgeous. Okay. Oh, so then did you see the story about Seneca Village in Central Park? That was fascinating. So there was a section of Central Park. Oh, I need to take a drink. There was a section of Central Park that before slavery was even illegal in the United States, a section of Central Park. I see you, Kale. Sorry. I get myself all distracted and, my brain's going 90 miles an hour. Hey, Susan. So there's this section of Central Park that was its own little village called Seneca Village, and it was owned by African Americans. I mean, it was like a whole little town unto itself. And then, and it was, it only lasted for 32 years. And then, the powers that be wanted the park, eminent domain, and all that jazz. But those African Americans were homeowners, were landowners. Which, how cool is that? I mean, like, they had their own churches, they had their own everything right in that section of Central Park. So now they're talking about so now it is, and then it was just kind of forgotten forever and a day. But now there's, it's part of the tour of Central Park that there are designated markers that show you where that village was, and that they found ancestors of people that lived there. How cool is that? I just loved it. It was the coolest story. Hey, Susan Shane. So did you find, I wanted to tell you, I saw that Keely answered for me. I am an early to bed person, so I don't usually see things till the next day. If you happen to post things in the evening, but Art Alchemy is a 3-month-long art journaling class. And so you'll find on my website Art Alchemy 1, and that's January, February, March. So when you pay the $25, you get all 3 months for that $25. So you have all access to all three months worth of artsy fun. And we are doing neurographic art this week, and I'm telling you, it's, oh my gosh, it's just, I've made 2 with plans to make all kinds more. That's for sure. You guys, I'm loving that. I'm loving this whole little color scheme that I kind of just happened upon this morning. And it's helped slow down my brain, which was kind of going like crazy this morning. I don't know why. It's funny how that happens, isn't it? Do a purple one here. I do a purple one here. Hi, Cam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to do these last. This is that little bit deeper blue. But, you know, this is a real watery wash of that color, so. I just think it adds like so much dimension. When I drew this, I wanted it to be, oops, purple. I wanted it to be the heart that could be quilted or like a jewel that's fragmented. I wanted lots of possibilities, you know? All right. Well, thank you, Catherine. I just love history. It's just fascinating to me. And I love CBS Sunday Morning, I'm telling you. I just love that show. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these bluey, purpley hearts, but something fun will happen. That's for sure. I think I want to brighten that up a little bit with that brighter blue. Come in with just a wet brush. See if I can, there we go. Now let's do this one too. Let's get some more of that blue. That was just, that whole, I'm totally going to do more research on the whole Seneca Village. That was just fascinating to me. It's fascinating to me that a whole thriving community like that can be gone in 32 years. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? So the descendants, that was kind of fascinating. They were on that tour in Central Park, and they said, and so the tour guide was like, you know, we haven't found any descendants yet. We don't know if there are any. And the man and his wife both raised their hands and said, descendants here. How cool is that? I just thought that was fascinating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, you know I like an odd number of stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but come on. Look at that. Oh, I love it. This, oops, let's work that up. This one seems super dark, so I'm really feeling like I want to dab that off and then build some more. Yeah, I'm feeling better about that. So I'm going to set this aside to dry. How much time do I have, Keels? Do I have time to paint one more heart? Oh, this yarn one. I just love this. I just love this. My Aunt Joyce Ann, the one that I drew this printable for, she was a mad crocheter. So I have Facebook Lives. I have this pop-in paint party 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Wednesdays, I do a little mini Facebook Live on Stitch the States, and that's where I embroider the state embroidery patterns that I drew for Adorn It. And that's a blast. Because again, I just need an activity that slows my brain down, and that totally slows my brain down. And so I have just this little time. I know I love that yarn heart. So I'm feeling like, hey Denise, how are you? Everybody take a drink. How many here went to the heart party this week? This past weekend? It was a blast, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, so many amazing things. I just loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I haven't gotten to take all of the classes yet, but I'm working on it. Remember, those classes are only available for 30 days. So if you want to take them, you need to take them now. That's so cool. I've done quite a few of those Michigans. I have, I just love the United States, and so I have, my whole house has all kinds of Michigan, Colorado, and Arizona art, and so you need to have joined the Heart Party, H-E capital A-R-T, party group through the Crafty Crowd, and then you would have access. And I don't know that you can get in there now. I don't know. I was just one of the artists. I wasn't, I did make the patterns for them. Michigan was fun because, it's my home. So I'm making another variegated heart. I don't know, Denise. You'll have to, there you go, Keels. There you go. So this one I'm going to fussy cut too, so it's okay if I overshoot the edge. Yeah, so Renee, be on the lookout. I just finished another 50 state designs that are a little bit different. And then I have another set that I'm currently working on to work like in conjunction with all of those. So fun. Yeah, we'll have access to our classes after the 30 days. We'll be able to post our own classes. So you might, I don't know if teachers will do that, if other artists will do that, or I don't know. I guess it's up to each individual artist. Well, thank you, Catherine. And I did something, I make a living from my drawings, but I just wanted to do something really artsy and out there. And so, because I love, I love art journaling. That's kind of my, well, everything is my jam. I can't say one is more than the other. I love all of it. I do. Just kind of deepening the colors here. Then just come in with a wet brush and kind of move that around a little bit. I just love how one just kind of bleeds into another. Oh, hey, did I tell you that I just read that, yay, be sure to post a picture, Susan. I love to see it. I love to see how we all start out with the same stuff, but the results are totally different. I love that. That's just magic to me. Wait a sec. Did somebody just ask me? And I will just tell you, Renee, Adorn It is just the best company to work for. I just love drawing for them. I'm so proud to be one of their artists, and I just adore them. I like to dabble in lots of things. Drawing is my, that's always been my thing, but if it's a creative endeavor, I usually like to at least try it once. Most things. My aunt and my mother are quilters. I can sew straight lines, and that's all. Aunt Mer and my mom are beautiful quilters. Let's see. So I am making my second banner for my Aunt Pauline. Remember, I did my first one for my sample for my class, and then the one I was making in class, I'm going to make that for my Aunt Pauline and send it to her. She's recovering, so I wanted to send her a little something cheerful to look for. Hey, Melody. Melody was there in class on Friday, right? Everybody take a drink. Oh, I'm loving that. Do I have time to start one more? Yes, of course I do. I love this heart from the Audrey art printable because it's so open-ended, right? I can do anything with it. I can take some flowers from another art printable. My Teresa art printable has a cute little spray of flowers that's really pretty layered on here. It's also really pretty layered on the Tammy art printable heart. Those flowers look really pretty on here too. And if you look closely, this slice of wood here has kind of a heart in the center. I just love hearts. I just have scads of them. Scads and scads. Let's try something a little different. I keep painting in the same things. What do I want to do for my... Well, we could do red, I suppose. We could go traditional with one of these million hearts. So, just pulled some red up here on my palette. Added some water. I just want to get a base of color down first. And then I'll figure out where I'm going to go after that. I hope that you send lots of Valentines. Just tell all those people that you love them, right? Because you never know when we won't be able to do it. So tell them while you can. Oh, I'm kind of digging that. Then I wonder if I could fussy cut this spray and put it on top. Shut up, how cute would that be? I could just fussy cut this part, or I could fussy cut the whole thing and put it on top of there. I don't know. I hope everybody is painting or thinking about painting or, inspired to paint and make some Valentines to send out, because we still have plenty of time to get them in the mail, paint them up today, and then get them in the mail and just fill your mailbox with love. How cool is that? And think about, how much do you love getting a handmade card in the mail? I love it. It's so relaxing, isn't it, Tam? I just find it so relaxing. Well, it's looking like time to say au revoir. So I will either see you tomorrow in Stitch Along in the Stitch the States Facebook group, or I will see you on Thursday for Vicky, that's funny. So I will see you on Thursday for Pop and Paint Party, but remember it is art journaling edition. So we are going to be painting in our art journal. So bring your watercolors and your pens. We will be having ourselves a time. And your art journal, of course. I adore you all. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.